Luxury in the past was defined by what was unattainable, things we couldn't possess. It represented aspiration, remaining elusive and exclusive to the privileged few. These luxuries had the power to transform lives, lifting them well above the ordinary. However, our perception of luxury has evolved. The exclusivity and inaccessibility that once defined it are no longer the same. Today, most people around the world have access to elements that can enhance their lives beyond the ordinary. You have access to these as well. The clearest way to show that you genuinely value something is by dedicating your time to it. You focus on it, nurture and sustain it, make sacrifices for it, and speak about it with positivity. So when considering these 10 luxuries, ask yourself, am I fully utilizing the luxuries available to me? Am I actively working towards the ones that are still out of reach? We often overlook these luxuries until they're no longer there. At times, their value isn't immediately measurable. In a society that prioritizes tangible and quantifiable things, the aspects we can't measure are harder to recognize. You possess the resources to elevate every aspect of your life. Since you're watching this video, you're already on the right path. Pay close attention and seize these luxuries with both hands. Starting with the first point, you're connected to some of the wealthiest and most successful individuals on the planet. Today, 66% of the global population has access to the internet, which means 2/3 of people worldwide can tap into financial education. Back in the early 20th century, only 30% had this access, and that figure only included developing nations. Not only do you have access to this knowledge, but you also hold a golden opportunity, a front-row seat to the insights and wisdom shared by some of the richest people in history. Regardless of where you are in the world or how challenging your situation may seem, as long as you have an internet connection, you have a chance. While some people acknowledge this, it's sometimes not enough. Your For You page shouldn't be cluttered with the drama of random influencers or celebrities. It should showcase stories of individuals like you who faced struggles, setbacks, and challenges, but ultimately achieved their goals. You have the amazing privilege of transforming everything you consume into both inspiration and knowledge, which can lift you out of a negative mindset, escape an impoverished environment, or break free from crippling debt. It's right at your fingertips, so harness it with all the energy and determination you have. Number 2, you have the knowledge to make well-informed choices. Throughout most of human history, decisions had to be made with limited information, right? The outcomes of our ancestors' lives were largely shaped by luck, good or bad. They lacked the knowledge needed to assess their options effectively. Those who succeeded did so because they had wealth or the means to invest in acquiring knowledge. Today, you have access to that knowledge. However, remember that access to education is one thing, but true knowledge is another. Knowledge goes beyond just formal education. It includes critical thinking abilities, the ability to access reliable and relevant information, and hands-on experience. To truly gain knowledge, you need the chance to apply what you've learned in real-world situations. These are skills you'll have to actively seek out. They won't be taught in a traditional classroom setting. You develop them by engaging with people whose views you strongly disagree with, striving to find common ground. You can further sharpen these skills by learning from older individuals you respect and admire. Additionally, always double and triple-check any source, no matter how credible it may appear. Never assume that education alone will equip you to make sound decisions. You also need to assess and apply what you know in the real world. Education on its own isn't enough. Number 3, contentment without the need to show off. Many of us go through similar phases of building confidence and facing periods that damage our self-esteem. As children, we feel relatively free and content. While there are times we may want to outdo our friends, it isn't due to having high or low self-esteem. It's just part of experimenting with social norms and behaviors. As teenagers, however, that confidence is often challenged, and there's a strong urge to prove yourself. You want the trendiest clothes, the best jokes, and to be included in the conversation. For some, as they transition from their teenage years to college and professional life, they regain their confidence. There's no need to showcase your success because you understand your own value and worth. It doesn't need to be flaunted, it can be felt by others. But not everyone evolves in this way. Some people still feel lost or out of place. If you're one of those individuals who works hard and quietly celebrates your achievements with those closest to you, and laughs off any doubts about your success, cherish that. It's both a luxury and a relief. Your contentment reflects tremendous confidence. It shows that you're unburdened by the pressures of consumerism and the desire to impress others. In a society that values outward displays of wealth, the tranquility that comes from not needing to conform to this is a highly underestimated and underrated luxury. Number 4. The ability to turn your passions into profits. We live in an era where you no longer have to choose between pursuing your passions and achieving financial stability. Today, more than ever, you have the incredible opportunity to align your passions with profit. Whether it's writing, working on cars, playing music, collecting art, photography, or restoring old furniture, your passions can generate income. For a long time, the profits in this field were reserved solely for the ultra-wealthy. The market was too large and expensive for most people to access. But today, we have the tools and resources that allow anyone to transform their passion into substantial profit. Number 5. Combining technology with early health investments leads to long-term rewards. Your health is a valuable asset that grows over time. By investing in it early on, you boost your productivity, cut down on healthcare expenses, and improve your overall well-being. However, since the benefits of these early investments aren't always immediate, we often fail to appreciate their full value. Unlike material possessions, the benefits of taking care of your health accumulate gradually, making them easy to overlook. But in the long run, they yield substantial rewards. As advancements in medical technology continue, those who have prioritized their health will be in a better position to leverage these innovations. By doing so, you not only extend your lifespan but also enhance your quality of life as you age. Number 6. Taking back your time to use it however you wish. Here's a question for you. Which feels like a greater luxury? Having the freedom to live life on your own terms, or purchasing the bag, golf club, or car that boosts your status? For those who chose time, you're absolutely right. But here's the real question. Do you genuinely live your life that way? Are you directing your efforts toward approaches that allow you to take back your time and use it as you wish? For those who prioritized material possessions, well, at least you're being honest and self-aware. However, keep in mind that if material things are your main focus, you're not just giving up your money. You're also giving up your time and the future luxury of living life on your own terms. In our work-focused society, the value of time often takes a back seat to the quest for material wealth. As you strive for financial independence, don't solely focus on the wealth you aim to build, or you may find yourself working endlessly. Instead, consider how you can create that wealth without giving up your time. You might believe you understand the value of time, but if you're not actively investing in your financial future, you haven't fully grasped just how remarkable it truly is. Achieving financial independence lets you shape your life on your own terms. It's a type of freedom and luxury that often goes unrecognized until it becomes a reality. Luxury is typically described as something that offers comfort, ease, or enjoyment but isn't necessary for daily living. It's anything that elevates life beyond the ordinary. Worth, significance, or potential is often overlooked or underappreciated, not receiving the recognition it deserves despite being highly meaningful and valuable. Number 7. A supportive financial network. If you had parents who taught you even a small amount about earning, saving, and investing, consider yourself lucky. They don't need to be wealthy, but the lessons they provided can help you avoid costly mistakes and poor choices. It's actually quite rare to receive this kind of education. Even the most supportive and involved parents often overlook or forget to teach their children how to manage money. However, if you didn't get this education as a child, as an adult, you have the opportunity to build this community on your own. Access to these resources and support can greatly influence your ability to grow your wealth. It's only when you set ambitious financial goals or go through a tough time that you truly realize the value of having that community by your side. Number 8. A peaceful mind. A peaceful mind doesn't mean there's nothing going on inside, okay? It means you can quiet the inner chatter and focus your attention where you choose. You might experience a peaceful mind when you're engaged in a task you enjoy, concentrating on work, or planning ways to improve your life. However, not everyone has a peaceful mind, especially when they're not actively engaged. Overthinking and racing thoughts can cloud the ideas that would actually help you move forward. If you're lucky enough to have a peaceful mind, make the most of it. And if not, well, it's something worth working on, especially knowing it's achievable. Number 9. Relaxed mornings. If you're watching this on a peaceful Saturday or Sunday morning, or even on a weekday before work, and you don't have children yet, cherish this luxury, okay? Having a morning that doesn't begin in a rush is a privilege that not everyone enjoys, especially if you have a high-pressure job or family obligations. Starting your day calmly, on your own terms, sets a positive tone for the rest of your day. It allows you to plan carefully and ease your anxiety, leading to a more productive day. It may seem like a small thing, but you don't truly appreciate how wonderful it is until it's no longer part of your routine. Number 10. A home that belongs to you. For many of you, owning a home is both a dream and a reality. The experience of truly, you feel invincible knowing you have this safety net supporting you. Don't overlook the stability and comfort that come from having a permanent place to call home. The peace and security that come from knowing you have a place that's entirely yours can easily be taken for granted until it's no longer available. The long-term benefits, such as property value growth and building equity, are often undervalued because they don't provide immediate rewards, but they truly pay off in the future. This is one of those luxuries worth investing your time and effort into, worth making sacrifices for. And once you achieve it, you'll never want to go back. That's all from MABO-TED. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. What luxuries have you leveraged to your benefit, and which ones are you still striving for? We'll see you again next time, my friend.